So if you're moving the frame around or you're storing it inside the CT scanner and you don't want to damage the load cell assembly, so you want to lift the frame up to its highest position or move in both the horizontal directions, you can use the manual mode, which is the other VI inside the project. So if we open the manual VI, you can see it's a very simple program that allows us to apply a voltage to each of the different directions. So when we hit run on the VI, it will allow us then to apply a voltage to the motors. For the single horizontal and dual horizontal directions, when you toggle up the buttons, you can then apply a voltage to the motors. For the horizontal directions, a positive voltage will move the pile box towards the motors, and a negative voltage will move the inner box away from the motors. Just bear that in mind when you're inputting a voltage for each of these directions. For the vertical direction, it's the same process. You would toggle the button up, and a positive voltage will move the inner frame upwards, and a negative voltage will move the inner frame downwards. Same terminology that's used in the main VI for displacements and loads as well. So just bear that in mind. Once you're done, make sure that you zero the voltages and then you can hit stop, and that will stop that VI. It's a particularly useful mode for moving the frame around. You don't need to use the PID control, and you don't need to use the more complex VI, and allows us to just do things quite quickly by moving the frame and getting it into the correct position for storing in the CT scanner or just storing in the lab floor. So that's the manual VI.